YouTube? I am so inconsistent, but I'm busy. I'm working. I'm always working. Today is December 1st, and we are starting off the month good. I woke up, I went to the gym. After the gym, I went straight to the office and got to work. The work that I'm doing is because next year I fully want to put my focus in the expired listings only. Super excited about that. I'm really getting tailored into it. Right now, the zip codes that I'm tailoring into are about 3, and there's a good bunch of those. So today I'm going to go ahead and get the numbers, follow up with those, doing what I need to do to generate business for the next year. What's up, YouTube? There's something wrong with my face today. Don't you hate that? You try to do your makeup and then it's like something's off. But I'm on my way to open up a home for our caravan today. So I want to get there a little bit early so I can get some content on the house for any clients may be interested in that particular home. And I also need to look at new homes that are available on the market as of right now for my buyers. Is that a Mercedes Jeep? I don't know how I feel about that one. What's up, YouTube? So I had a lot going on today. I did my cold calling for my Christmas cookie party invites today. And today I am hosting an open house tomorrow and Friday. So I want to get content for that as well. I wanted to go to some Wednesday caravans today too, but they're all in Madeira Depot. I want to see how much it costs to color print at Office Depot compared to my office. Because my HP isn't working right now. Also, I could look for some ink in there. What's up, YouTube? I feel like I have not picked up the camera in so long, and then I have to realize I'm not doing this to be a content creator. I'm doing this to track my journey, my progress, it's my encouragement, it's my motivation. So I'm like, girl, pick up that camera. I haven't posted in like 3 weeks. So this segment is going to be called Prancer and Probate, because I'm working with a client right now who is foregoing probate, and I'm learning so much about probate. Like, I've worked with first-time home buyers, expired listings, you know, sellers and things like that, but probate is a whole different ballgame. It's kind of like, it's not like short sale at all, but it's like in the scope of like, whoa, take a moment and you gotta learn what's really going on. It's a lot of moving parts going on right now, but it's Monday, so it's definitely giving Monday. It's a lot going on. My makeup still looks pretty decent, and I just came from our broker risk management that we have every first Monday of the month, but this Monday it was pushed back, I believe, for whatever reason. I'm not really sure why, but sometimes it happens like that. But I went to our broker risk management today, and we're going all of our new forms that are going to be released for the next year. Any updates and revisions that have been done to our contracts. Really helpful. Stay up to date on those things, because when I have my clients, I'm able to let them know what is going on in the market, even if it's not just our market they want to know about. Real estate ventures that I have going on right now are, you know, pretty standard. So probate is not. So I think I want to take you guys along with me to learn more about probate, and I'll just make it like a little series for Prancer and Probate because of Christmas. What's up, YouTube? I'm back there. Where's that seat down? Today is our kaylahwilliams Christmas cookie party, so I'm on my way there now. I'm in charge of the water station and the cookie cleanup, so managing the cookies and managing the drinks. So I'm excited. Last year was super fun. We made it. Got my tripod. Prancer. didn't wind up getting the aftermath, but such a good event. It was completely packed. I had so many clients and guests who came out, so I couldn't really pick up my camera and vlog as much as I wanted to because I had to host and interact, and which I love. The people that I invited who were able to show up, I'm glad that they just came to support. As later, tomorrow I'm going to be working, so I'll probably pick up my camera to show you guys me doing some comps on a property. But other than that, success. Client is in the probate process is needing help with finding a will contestant attorney and a probate litigation attorney. So I've been, getting some referrals for that to go ahead and send that over to her for. However, just knowing the general process of what it means to be going through probate, I want to understand more of. So that's why I'm starting this series of probate and Prancer. I'm in my home office right now. It's a lot going on. It's a lot of info that I've been writing down. I just got done doing a comparable market analysis for a couple properties that another client of mine had some interest in possibly wanting to sell later on. So I did some comparable market analysis for her for those 3 properties. And now right now it's time to dive into probate and really figure it out. I already did a good video with probate and real estate, but it was with a realtor. Well, it was with a state attorney from North Carolina. So she was just going over kind of definitions of what probate means. I didn't want to really get any scenarios from her because I'm in California. So I need probate. Oh, you can't see that. And it's not just realtors who need to know about probate. Everybody should know about probate and what it means because it could happen to anybody. And it's better to be prepared than unprepared, right?
Confusing doesn't make matters easier. That's why we're here to break down what exactly the probate process in California means and what you can expect when going through the probate process here in California. Hi, I'm Kim Ward. I am a real estate broker and an expert with probate. I am a certified probate real estate advisor here in San Diego, California.
San Diego.
And my team and I
Prancer and probate. So today I did a lot of research on probate, really trying to figure out what is the process of probate because of the client that I have going through probate. I want to make sure I'm educated in probate. What does it mean to be in probate? What's the process? What's going on? So we obviously know that probate is the orderly conduct of an estate of a person who died. So when a person dies intestate, there is no will that is made, and that is when the process of probate becomes a little more tricky. It becomes something that requires a little more call to action. Let me tell you what I've learned regarding probate today. So the 3 things you want to know is 1, what is probate? Probate is the orderly conduct of an estate after a person dies. You want to know how long ago was the estate filed and where. Where was it filed and how long ago was the estate filed? And then you also want to convey clear title before listing. So as a realtor, it is my job to know who is on title, know who I'm representing, and without that information, you should not be listing any property if you do not know who is on title. If you're unsure of who's on title, you need to get that clear information from a title company, from the attorney on the probate case. You need to figure out who is on title, who am I representing. Just to break down the probate process of the information that I gathered today, and I'm sharing the information that I learned. I am a California realtor. This is California probate process information. It may be similar to some other states, but I'm specifically referring to California probate. The probate process validates the will and it determines the executor and or administrator. The executor is someone who died testant and they did have a will. They listed who they want the executor to be of their will, who they want to be in charge of delegating things in their will. An administrator is someone who is going to be appointed by probate court because there was no will, and usually the administrator that is appointed is the closest next in kin, which could lead to some extra fees apparently in the probate process, but it would be the closest next in kin who would be appointed as the administrator and be in charge of delegating and distributing anything regarding the estate. Also, you want to file in the county where the deceased lived at the time of death. So more than likely where their residence is or where their estate is where you would be filing. Probate fees. This was an interesting one. Probate fees is determined by the size of the estate. And you can look that up on the California probate statutory fees, so that way it's more specific. But that was just interesting for me to learn. Probate fees is determined by the size of the estate, and that's why they say probate is very, very expensive. To have your home in a trust. That's a whole different conversation. I might make another video of that, but probate is very expensive. Very, very expensive. Let's see. When probate court appoints an administrator, which is close to the kin, usually they may have to file a death certificate along with the will. And then you have your letter of administration. This is what, as an executor or an administrator, this is your ticket getting you to almost every door. You need that letter of administration showing that you are the executor on behalf of the estate. You are the administrator on behalf of the estate. You need that letter of administration. I have the authority to do what I'm doing. This is my letter of administration. The items needed throughout probate is a list of assets. You need to notify creditors and pay off debts. You have to pay your California probate taxes or the state that you reside in taxes. And then you close the estate. So those are the three things that you need before you can petition to close the estate or petition to distribute to the beneficiary. You're selling a home in probate. The main things that you want to know is who is on title, who am I representing, who are the beneficiaries of the property, who is the executor, who is the administrator of the will, who has the authority to delegate any of these decisions. Usually will be required with the letter of administration. All heirs are able to sign and agree to being beneficiaries as well. Probate and Prancer of the day. I'm going to continue to deep dive into specific points of this, but this is the gist of what probate is. This is what it means when someone tells you that they are going through probate. They are going through a strenuous process, a long process, overwhelming and mostly stressful process, and you need to just be there as best as you can for them. And being there is understanding. Everyone usually involved in probate has some relation or connection with the person deceased. It's already a hard time, so you just want to be informed and make sure you know what probate is to begin with. I hope this helped for some of you guys. I'm still going to continue to do the probate and Prancer through the rest of December, so if there's any points that you really want clarification on, comment down or message me privately. I'll do a deep dive on that specific topic. I'll learn it, research it, sources that I have around me and the experts that I have around me and that specifically specialize in that area, and then I'll do another sit down video and we'll talk about it. Thanks you guys for watching my Prancer and Probate.